Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I hope you guys had a fruitful and thankful Thanksgiving, and was being blessed for what you had and not what you had, and also giving thanks and praise to those who are not here and those who are with you. I hope you guys had a good one. So this is a response to a video that my friend Mr.Multi had posted. Now, yes, I didn't, but yes, it is true. There is a Far Cry series coming out, and it's not the only video game franchise that's coming out on a different streaming service, or on a, you know what I mean. And I'll talk about that later. But excuse me. Far Cry is coming to FX, and I'm a little excited, but also a little scared, because I still have this belief that video games and Hollywood still have not really meshed well. But there have been some gems that have come out. Far Cry, I love Far Cry. It's one of my favorite first person shooter games that tells most of the time a vivid and beautiful story, whichever one you're playing. It's not always a shooter, but Multi did a ranking of his personal favorites, and I responded with video response coming. This is, once again, this, guys, is why I miss the feature of video response from YouTube. They should have never got out of that post. Now, sorry about the overlapping intro, but yeah, I'm here to give my personal favorites, ranking them. So I think I'm going to do the chronological games, and I'll do some of the spin-offs too, because I haven't played all of the spin-offs. Like, I never played Blood Dragon, so I missed that one, so I can't really give into that. I can't play Blood Instincts as well. I do have New Dawn and things like that. And believe it or not, I have 6. I haven't even touched 6. I touched a little bit of so I can't really give it vivid detail. So we're gonna do this from my favorites down to my least favorites, and starting with none other than Winjai. Yeah, Far Cry Primal. I love that. What a unique twist to go with in the franchise. Go back to 10,000 years BC, or 1,000, but we're in Europe, and the one thing we're seeing in that game is in that era, it's Europe, but they don't look white, do they? They look like me. So that was one thing. I love the language that they spoke. I love that it basically is a combination of a lot of things. Like for example, Takar, the character you play with, he kind of reminds you of the Beastmaster. He can tame the beast, and that's really cool. Like, you get to see what it was like for chromatic people people back then. You mammoth hunting, like that first intro, and watching them hunt those men, that was scary, because I'm like, imagine that shit. These things are ancient elephants, bigger than modern elephants, and I would not want to be fucking with one of these things. Then you got to deal with a Smilodon or saber-toothed cats, woolly rhinos, cave bears, cave lions, wolves. Like, it was great, and I love that, the different tribes and things like that, and it was so much fun to play. But yeah, they all Winjai, no Winja, and like everything is like, yeah, Takar had to find all the other Winja, and I must say, Sila the female, because she was so cute. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, loved the game. Very much did. I loved it. Number 2 on the list actually is Far Cry 4. I love 4. That was fun too. That was a fun game because once again, it was a fun game because it takes place in a fictional Himalayan country on the brink of civil war. You play RJ, who comes back to his who is it? I think his mother or father was from the country, but because he's half American too. And then we get to see probably one of my favorite villains of the Far Cry franchise, Pagan Jin. He was hilarious. Like, he was funny. Like, there was, I remember then they're in terror. He's yelling. He's like, so one of you is okay. Now scream. Say help. Come on, man. Scream for help. Help. No, scream for help. No, scream from your diaphragm. Help. And he just killed the guy. I was like, that is hilarious. But yeah, I love that game. And I love the being that it's in the Himalayas, then they got the DLC where you get to travel and try to find the Yeti, and that was cool, and that was great. I love that. So yes, number 2 is Far Cry 4. 4. Number 3 on the list is Far Cry 5. This once again, this is taking place in a fictional. It is taking place in Montana, but in a fictional area of Montana. I think it was called Hope County. And you're dealing with basically a fucking doomsday cult. And that was really cool. And the different areas that they're dealing with this, and always in this projected Hope Gate area. And even the cult leader was just creepy. He was creepy as hell. And I don't fuck with cults. Like, kill them for me. I don't give a shit. And I did play the spin-off New Dawn. I didn't mind it. It was fine. But for me, the original game is much better. So that's 3. Number 4, we'll go to 3. 3 was fun. 3 is, as in some cases, maybe 3 was everybody's first Far Cry game. It wasn't mine. For me, because I heard Multi say that. He said it was his first. 3 was not mine. But I did enjoy it because, again, you're on an island. You're dealing with these crazed individuals, especially the main one. I'm always forgetting his name. But he became a really big deal. I enjoyed it for what it was. That's when you really start to see definitely the groundwork being made and starting to see the fruitions of the previous game into that game that made it so well. And you can see why it got remastered and everything like that, because it was a good game. So yeah, number 4 is 3. Number 5 on the list for me, 5 is 2. Number 2 was my first Far Cry game. That's the first Far Cry game I played. And the reason why is because I didn't play the first one. I saw it and I was just like, no, I don't like it. I didn't even. I'm like, no, I don't care. And I liked it. It took place in Africa. You're chasing the character called the Jackal, and it's taking place. It's in Africa, but it's not. It was a fictional country, and as well, again, you're dealing with civil war and things like that. And I think they said it was in West Africa. So, but it was. One of the biggest crups I hated about that game was, you be walking and sometimes you just get ambushed, like cars. They come up and pop, pop, pop. I'm like, motherfucker, like, and sometimes I didn't have enough health, or I was out of ammo, and I'm like, oh god, here we go. So yeah, 2 is number 5. Number 6, of course, is 6, and the only reason why is low because I only played a little bit of it. because I only played a little bit of it, and I have it downloaded on one of my systems. I haven't played it yet. I only played a little bit of it, not fully. I thought it was cool to have Giancarlo Esposito in the game, and it's funny how Mr. Esposito is always he plays a lot of Latin characters in TV or anything, but the brother is a black Italian, and that would be really cool to see him actually play his ethnicity at one point. He's never played his ethnicity, like he's always played like he's Latin or he's just black. So I would love to see that, where he's actually portraying that in a film, one of his projects. But I've been rocking with Giancarlo Esposito since Do the Right Thing, so yeah, I'm a big fan of his work. I always like what he does. I love that he's so versatile, and I thought that would be good. I don't mind 6 from what I played of it, but I know a lot of people that didn't really care for the game as much. So yeah, that's number 6, and those are pretty much the main games. Like, I never played 1, so I can't give you that, and I never played Blood Dragon. I never played that. But all the ones that I just ranked, I played. My favorite is Far Cry Primal. I love Primal, and I've said it before. I would have a nerdgasm over 9,000 if they adapted that live action. I would love to see that. I would love to see that, because it reminds me of the movie 1000 BC. Pretty much. Remember that 10,000 that movie? Where Tarnu and them chasing the mammoths and the pyramids and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what it reminds you of. Now, what is also funny about Far Cry Primal, and I gotta say this, if you look at the current, did you see the trailer for the new Avatar movie coming out? I swear all that reminds me of is what happens in Far Cry Primal. My brother and I even said it when we saw Predator Badlands, and we were watching. It was like, this just reminds me of Far Cry Primal. I'm just saying it. Go back and watch the trailer. You're like, yeah, I can see where he's coming from. But yes, guys, those are my rankings of Far Cry games. Reason why, like I said before, there's some games I never played the first one, never played Blood Dragon, and there's a couple of other spin-off games that I've never played. I've only played a few of the spin-offs, and my favorite spin-off is, they consider Far Cry Primal a spin-off, but that's my favorite in the franchise alone. I loved every minute of it, and I had a lot of fun, and I think I got 100% of everything. I unlocked everything, did the DLC stories, everything. So it's fun. Winja. Well, guys, I just wanted to do this video. It was definitely a spin-off. It was a video response. But if you are a Far Cry fan, and yes, there is a Far Cry live action series coming out. It's going to be an anthology series. If you are a fan, leave in the comment section down below your ranking of the Far Cry games. And with that being said, guys, take care. Deuces.